Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well as I always do under these difficult circumstances of being a West Ham supporter. This is the preview of West Ham away at Leicester City, 12 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, live on BT Sport in the Premier League. So as always, let's kick this off by talking about the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some very nice retro gear, guys, from the mid-60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including the 1976 home shirt that inspired last season's home kit, the 1980 FA Cup final Trevor Brooking shirt that inspired last season's away kit, and what a beautiful kit that was last season. There's also the Boys of 86 home and away shirts in there. There's the Paolo Di Canio 99 to 2000 home and away shirts in there as well. Some very nice Bobby Moore commemorative stuff, along with Admiral and Umbro West Ham colour inspired track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, thank you very much. Your assistance on this when you make these purchases, you'll be going to help improve the channel. So let's crack on with talking about the game itself. The referee for this game is Andy Madley, the disgraced Bobby Madley's brother. The assistants are Eddie Smart and Adrian Holmes. Fourth official is Simon Hooper. On VAR we have Graham Scott, and the assistant VAR is Mark Perry. Now, last time out, Leicester beat Man City at home 5-2. Including 3 penalties, 2 of which were taken by Jamie Vardy, and as a hat-trick as well. 5-4-1 formation that they played for the majority of that game. City are useless without those injuries that they had. They had, what, 11 or 12 players injured? They are useless without those guys. It just shows how abject the selection for City is, which is ridiculous, the amount of money they spent over the last 4 or 5 seasons now. It's crazy. But in terms of our competition with them, guys, over the last 6 games we've won 1, drawn 3 and lost 2. So the fortune favours the bold, and it looks like we possibly could get a point out of this. Leicester, as I say, apart from the 5-4-1 formation that they used against City on over the weekend, they either go for a 4-1-4-1 formation or a 4-2-3-1 formation. As they'll be setting up at home, I'm probably guessing they'll go for the 4-2-3-1, and I'm guessing Moyes is going to try and match that as well, for that matter. But we never know. Anything's possible. Look there, Leicester have long-term injuries to Pereira and Dennis Pratt, both Prayet, I think you pronounce that rather than Pratt, Prayet, both with a knee injury. Ndidi's out with a groin and hip injury. Johnny Evans is also out with a calf/shin injury, and Jamie Vardy is out with a back injury, and Damari Gray is also out. Benovic is out with a groin or hip injury, mostly just due to the fact that he's waiting international clearance from what I can see. But I've got a funny feeling, bearing in mind that Vardy and Gray are 75% chance of returning for this fixture, I pretty much guess that Vardy and Gray will be back in the side. Now, Damari Gray is a kid that I absolutely love. I think he'd be a very good player for West Ham. We'll never afford him, unfortunately, because let's face it, guys, we all know we're bloody skint. We've got no money. But apparently, things are coming, which I'll talk to you about in a little bit. But in the meantime, guys, 53% of you guys have been watching these videos are not subscribed over the last 4 weeks, so please do hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. It'd be nice to try and get to 1700. When at the time of this recording, somebody unsubscribed the other day, so it's 1674 now. So it'd be nice to get to 1700, so that that 26 subscribers that we need to get to 1700. Of course, it'd be nice to get to the magical 2000 as well, for that matter. But yeah, it is what it is. So if you are enjoying this video and you like the channel in general, just by all means, please do hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get to know when new content is going up. Now, turning to West Ham, obviously in our last time out we beat Wolves 4-0 in the league. A brace from Bowen, a good goal from Soucek, even though that was credited as a Jimenez own goal. Don't think that's right, because at the end of the day, Soucek's goal was on target anyway, and of course an injury time winner from Allaire as well. Frederick suffered with a hamstring injury from this game, so he's going to be out. It looks like he's going to be fit pretty much for the Spurs game, so it means obviously that because we don't have a we've only got one proper player at the moment who's a right back, who's Ben Johnson. I know there's a call for Harrison Ashby, and quite rightly so to a degree. He was on the bench for the entire game against Everton in the Cup the other night. That was abject. Me and Marshy were talking before and after the game. It was just absolutely abject how poor we were. 8 changes we made for that Everton game. It just wasn't good enough. And some of the players, which we'll come on to in a minute, but some of the players are going to be starting on Sunday. There's going to be Creswell's going to be in there. There's going to be Balbuena's going to be in there. Rice is going to be in there. It's just those 3 players weren't exactly the best. Rice, unfortunately, I have to say, was the worst out of those 3. Creswell looked okay, looks a lot fitter than anybody else, but still wasn't playing brilliant football. Balbuena, abject defending. Rice, even though Rice's natural position is centre back, wasn't the right position for him. It really, really wasn't last night. Tuesday night, I should say. It really, really was terrible. But there's no new injuries, fortunately. As we know about Fredericks, there's no return dates for Diop and Cullen yet, because they're still self-isolating, as is Moyes from what I understand. But if everything goes well, we could be welcoming 28-year-old right back Vladimir Kufal, or Kufal, depending on your pronunciation, from basically Souček's team, SK Slavia Prague. He's a right-footed right back, but he only plays right back, and it looks like he's doing his medical as of today, this time of this recording, Thursday. So it could be announced on Friday, but I think it'd be a little bit too early for this game. But it looks like we're going to be signing him for, it looks like €6 million, which turns out to be around about £5.5 million. Transfermarket.com show he likes to have quite a few assists. He's had 5 appearances and 3 assists so far for Slavia Prague this season. Transfer market value him at £1.8 million. We're going for 5. So it's not the best of ideas, but we've been tracking him for a while, and he signed a new contract recently. Towards the end of last season, I think I remember. That's why we're paying £5.5 million for him. But guys, so let's talk about the team sheet. This was really, really difficult, really hard. It always is. You know how stubborn Moyes is going to be. But this is the team sheet that I would like to see out there.
Fabianski in goal, with a back 4 of Johnson, Balbuena, Ogbonna and Creswell. Rice and Souček as the holding midfielders. Bowen on the right, Masuaku on the left, with Antonio and Allaire up front.
Now, as I said, when we talked about the Arsenal game, Masuaku, and also for the Wolves game as well, for that matter, for those who were doing the watch-alongs, Masuaku was playing brilliant at attacking wing-back. But for me, as I said, I don't have enough confidence, shall we say, in Ben Johnson to be a right wing-back. So I think we should be sitting as a flat back 4, but still have Masuaku out on the left. Out of everybody that can play that left role at the moment, he's the one that's giving me the most confidence. He really is. There's only really 2 people that can do that properly. Snodgrass, work rate, but not exactly good movement. Yarmolenko, good work rate, good movement, but not very defensive-minded. Masuaku's not that defensive-minded either, but out of the 3 options we've got there, because we know Lanzini can't play on the left, we know Fornals can't play out on the left, Anderson certainly can't play out on the left. So it makes our selections very, very difficult. Obviously, when we sold Diangana, so it brings the narrow it down even more. But guys, that's my team sheet. These are my thoughts for the game. Not looking forward to the game, of course, because it's Leicester. I know a lot of people can say, if we played like how we played against Wolves, we could get something out of the game, and I completely agree. We could get something out of the game, but hopefully, guys, we'll be doing there will be a watch along at midday on Sunday afternoon, so come check that out. As I said, put your comments in the comments section below. Let me know your thoughts on the game itself. Give me your predictions, and also give me your predictions for the squad lineup as well. Totally understandable if people are going to say we'll have 3 at the back and the wing backs out again, but I just don't think Johnson is good enough to be an attacking wing back. But as I said, guys, let me know your thoughts. So as always, guys, look after yourselves, and I will see you Sunday lunchtime, 5 to 12, for the watch along for the Leicester game. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you very, very soon.